What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Sexual energy, sex drive, porn, masturbating, all of the above. So, our sex drive as a man, look, growing up, I wasn't taught the best things when it came to women, okay? My dad taught me at a young age, Alex, because I asked my dad, hey, like, what about women? You know, like, what advice do you have? And he said, Alex, you always want to have, I remember this like it was yesterday. Alex, you want to have 2 or 3 girls always in rotation. I'm like, okay, Dad, great. And obviously hearing that at first, you're just like, why would someone say something like that, you know? My dad did not have the best track record with women. My dad was divorced 3 or 4 times, pretty sure. He divorced my mom, so that's like the 4th time. And so, again, where you get your information from, make sure that the person you're getting it from, you are okay emulating what the results that they got, okay? But I was a kid. Who else was I going to trust? And so our sexual energy is something, as men, our sex drive is at the pinnacle of a lot of things, okay? Sex drives us. Wanting to be with a good-looking woman, someone that loves us, wanting to have sex, wanting to jerk off, that drives us. Now, it's a double-edged sword, okay? From my experience, what I've had is I've been with many women in my life, and am I like super proud of it? Yes and no, you know? Because it doesn't make you a man just because you sleep with a bunch of women, okay? And doesn't make you less than a man because you don't sleep with that many. Leon, venga. How you doing, man? I don't know that guy, but always be nice. I actually want you guys to see that because you see how I treat people. Never met that guy in my life, but I'm like, hey man, how you doing? Side note, man, that's what makes you also, where confidence comes from. Knowing that anyone approaches, hey, how you doing, man? Hey, nice to meet you. Like, how you doing? Like, do not be afraid. My dog's out here. My dog's out here now. Yeah. But anyways, back to it. And so, it can go 2 ways. Look, women are beautiful. Women are one of the beautiful things in life. Having a woman that you love in your life, that you respect, that has respect for you, is one of the best things to have in life. Also, having a woman that doesn't respect you, having a woman that you don't really love, that doesn't really love you, that doesn't show you affection, that you don't show affection to, you don't respect, is also not a good thing. And we all get ourselves into a situation like that. I've been in both situations. And so, our sexual energy is something as men that we have to harness, man. All right, I'm gonna give you a big piece of advice that has helped me a lot in my life. At 25, I pretty much stopped watching porn. I stopped going on Pornhub. I stopped looking at videos because I've been watching porn since I was like 7 years old, man. Maybe that's you. Maybe you've been watching porn since you were a very young kid, and it's something that's so normal nowadays. Oh, you watch porn? Okay, well, that's normal, whatever. It's normal to watch porn. But let me ask you a question. How do you feel after you're done jerking off and you're in the bathroom for like half an hour to like 3 or 4 videos? We feel like shit. We feel guilty. That guilt feeling sits inside us. That shameful feeling sits inside us. And if we look at the frequency chart, guilt and shame are at the bottom of the fucking chart. You don't want to feel that way because that's what happens. That leads into social anxiety. That leads to more anxiety, depression, okay? Because you're getting these waves of dopamine, and you're just crashing down as soon as you're done nutting. And I get it. Trust me, I'm a guy. It's hard not to jerk off. Okay, I still do it. I just don't do it to porn. Now, the benefit of not jerking off and conserving that sexual energy, it's that it is energy. Now, there's a good book called Think and Grow Rich, where it talks about, in a chapter, it's called sexual transmutation. So, transmutation pretty much means just transmitting the energy you have into another area in your life. When you withhold that sexual energy, whether it be jerking off or sleeping with girls, you get this energy, this power. I would consider it power because that power, when we're not using it, we go crazy. Don't jerk off for like 2 weeks. All right, don't have sex for like a month. And if you're not having sex, well then stop jerking off for a month. Think of what that does to you. You're like, oh fuck, you're like itching because it's energy. You're used to using that energy just to let it go. Ultimately, what we do is we let go of that energy whenever we jerk off or have sex. That energy is so powerful, so powerful. It literally drives us as men to either make more money, to look better. Like Think about it. One of the first things I started working out is for girls, to attract girls. Has me being in shape helped me out with girls? Absolutely. If I didn't have it, would I gotten as many? I don't think so, because my confidence wouldn't have been there. I'm 5'7", I'm not 6 foot. You know, I'm not 6 foot. I'm not 11. I might be an 8. You know, but you see what I'm saying? So right now, if you want to get anywhere and you want to start changing things up, I believe one of the best things to do, and something you can start right now, you don't need money for it, is to restrain yourself from jerking off, restrain yourself from sex. It's energy. Every time you nut, you're letting go of that energy. Imagine as a sperm bank or a bank in general. If every day you're just withdrawing, you're gonna be empty. You're gonna go into the negative, right? But if every single day you're conserving, you're putting it back in, you're not letting anything go, and you're building it up, you're gonna have a lot of money in the bank. You're gonna have a lot of energy in the bank, a lot of sexual energy in the bank. And that is, again, one of the biggest driving forces. So if we can transmulate that energy towards business, towards your workouts, you can amount to both great things. You can amount to a great physique, you can amount to great money, great business. Understand the energy. And at first it's gonna be difficult. It's like anything. The gym at first is difficult because you're sore as shit. Starting a business is difficult. Starting a new job is difficult. Being in a new relationship, yes, no, because it's fun. A long-lasting relationship is hard. But if right now you said, I want to become better, I want to start changing myself, one of the simple things to do is restrain yourself from jerking off, restrain yourself from having random sex. If you have a girlfriend, it's a little different. But restrain yourself. And you're gonna go a little crazy. I sure did. I did no fapping for like 25 days last year. Quick story. Last year I did 25 days of no fapping. And there was no big reason, just for me to be like, let me see what I can do, you know? And long story short, on the 25th day, I went out to a club. Okay, I went out to a club, just chilling with my boys, and I see this cute girl. Me and this cute girl start dancing, and I end up taking her home. And I'm like, damn, am I really gonna ruin my fucking nut thing? Yeah, sure, at least I'm not jerking off. Well, after we got done having sex, the next day I got sick. I got like a fever and like I just got like a cold or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck? 3 days later, she texts me, say, hey, I got checked. I have gonorrhea. I never had it. You probably gave it to me. I'm like, no way, girl. I hadn't had sex with anybody in over a month. And eventually, I got it taken care of. It was actually the first time I ever got something, and sexually. And I'm like, damn, this doesn't feel good. But I got it taken care of, thank God. And it just made me also realize, man, like there's always a risk. That's why I always wear condoms, fam. Fam, I'm gonna tell you right now, always wear condom. My biggest advice when it comes to that, I know you want to sleep with a girl. I know maybe it took you a minute to get her to fucking take her clothes off, and now you're thinking, damn, an extra step? What if she says no? Let me put it this way, brother. She's not gonna say no, all right? She's gonna respect you way more for grabbing a condom, okay? And if she says, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, getting a condom. I gotta stay protected. That's a level of respect. And if at the end she says, if you start grabbing a condom and she's like, oh no, you know what, I changed my mind, then you're like, okay, no worries. And just get up and she'll be like, what? Yeah, because you know, it's a little trick. But use condoms. So use that sexual energy. It's power. It is power, trust me. Go after it, okay? Use it. Much love, fam.